Hello. Now this is one that I brought up during my Snow White and the Huntsman movie. Yes, mirror, mirror. And why do you ask? Why I am holding two copies of the same movie? You can blame my mother. She is a big Julia Roberts fan, even though she said she isn't. Fat chance. When it came to the big, this was one of what I refer to as a double. Now, what am I referring to? This was released the same year as Snow White and the Huntsman. The other double I can think of is Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down. Same story, as in the White House is being taken over by some nefarious people. This is also, I would say, in that same vein.
Can you just stop it so I don't get in?
This is the movie you introduced me to, Mother.
What?
True. Thank you. This is very much more of a light-hearted take, which is probably why I didn't jump to it immediately. Why I picked it up was during the time of The Lone Ranger. Yes. I thought, what the heck? I'll watch Mum's version just to see what the craze is about, and then I had to buy it. This also stars Lillian Collins. If you don't recognize that name, you might actually know her father, who is, of course, Phil Collins, who did was pretty much one of the contributors to the Disney's Tarzan soundtrack. Yes, he is a musician. And there is a song she sings in this particular movie, and can I just say she picks up her dad's talent. Another actor that is also of note is Nathan Lane. Now, that actor is very familiar to me as someone who has sat through all three of the Lion King's franchise. Yes, he is Timon the meerkat. And there's actually a couple of times where I can definitely hear Timon in Nathan's voice. And also, talking about Disney, the composer of this production was also Alan Menken, who I've already reviewed twice, Beauty and the Beast. He came back and did the soundtrack for that. This is very, very much a lighter version, and a couple of things have changed from what I would classify as a traditional story. When you think of Snow White, you think of her being under the spell. They take a little bit of a different tack with this one. That would be, he is the one that's put under a spell. That's different. Another thing that I did bring up in my Snow White and the Huntsman review is this actually had dwarf actors, which makes it feel a little bit more authentic in that particular way. The costumes in this were so well done and so fitted with the style that was put towards the overall look, which I thought was really interesting, and the dresses are ridiculous. It's not a bad interpretation of the Snow White story, but it's definitely a different take. So if you like your movies a bit more wacky and a bit more crazy, this one is not a bad way of going. Now, I have one more in the collection I want to review. I will review that next week. Where are you on the Mirror Snow White and the Huntsman side? Write your comments down below, please. And I will also put a link to the rest of the Snow White's series. Please stay in tune and watch the rest of my videos. And I can't wait to get some comments back. And I did get my first comment, so yay! I shall see you very, very soon. Ciao!